Hey, what's up, guys? Weekly Light here, and today I have my day 3 update on my 4D chess project. So, I've been writing down all my changes I've made, and you see, I didn't do very much in the first 2 days, but I did a lot on the third day. So I will be going through all the changes I've made so far. So let's see. First things first. The main stuff I did was in the is legal class, is legal 3D. So, last time I had only finished the pawn and just started the bishop. Well, I finished the logic for the bishop, so here it is. This is all the logic for the bishop. And then I did all the logic for the rook. So this tests if a move is legal for these pieces. And then the type identifier is how it goes into this section. Then I did the horse, the queen, and the king. Let's see, and what else? I fixed the pawn direction. So the problem was I was only accounting for the white pawns, so it would only move upward. So black pawns couldn't move in the correct direction. They could only move up. So I fixed it so that there's now a variable called direction, which based on the turn denotes which way the pawns can go. I renamed the variable turn to black because when turn was true, it was black's turn. So I thought that was really dumb. So to simplify it, I made it black. So now when black is true, it's black's turn. I did some testing, and then I populated the board with pawns. So to do that, I just put it up top here. As you can see, the islegal 3D thing is about like 200 and something lines. Oh, yeah, like 240-ish lines. It's pretty long. Yeah, so in my constructor, I believe, I populated the white and black pawns, and then I populated the rest of the pieces too while I was at it. Or I populated it later. Yeah, here, populate all. And I changed, oh yeah, is legal. I changed it to is legal 3D because it's only checking for 3-dimensional cases, not 4-dimensional cases. Horse, queen, I went over that. I fixed the out of bounds. So basically, the methods couldn't handle it if you called for a move outside of the board. It would throw an index out of bounds exception, so I have this to cover it. What it was is, I think it's in is legal 3D. It was here, yeah. If it's outside of bounds, print out an error and return false. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, I finished the king, and that was the last is legal 3D. Then I made is legal 4D, which is over here. Press this down. So what islegal 4D does is it takes islegal 3D, and then it checks it based on how many instances there are. So if it's in the future, there's only one to check. There's two, or there can be up to two for, oh wait, here, yeah, future, present, past. It also has to check lines up and is legal 3D first. So all these methods that I wrote on day 2 really helped out for day 3. Which is why a bottom-up approach is, I think, the better way of doing this, but who knows. Then I made move and move 3D. So move and move 3D are interesting because basically you have to move things, but they also have to be legal, and also you have to move multiple ones. So move 3D only moves one piece, so it's super simple, right? But move 4D calls move 3D very often to move a whole bunch of pieces, and it just does. It checks it checks the legality first. If not, it'll just say not a legal move, which is good for my little. You see, like here it says not legal move, and it won't move. And then I made a change turn method. It's down here. This is by far the greatest method I've written. It just black equals not black. It toggles basically. Then oh yeah. There was the rook and the queen had an error because the queen is basically reused rook and bishop code combined together, and yeah, the rook didn't check the path because I used an or instead of an and. That was really dumb. And then pseudo rows. Oh yeah, so I then made some fake rows, and then I'll get to that later. But is legal click, get row, get call, mouse click, full. Okay, so that's all in the chess class now. So I'm pretty much done with the board class at this point. And yeah, here is legal click. Basically, it's if it's within the place you're supposed to click. Get row and get call convert mouse coordinates to grid coordinates. So this changes from 100 100 to 0 0. And then inside mouse click, I put the is legal click, and then to move stuff. And then I fix some errors. So this is the point I'm at when I run it, is I've made these rows now. You can't really see the pieces yet because I haven't yet to make the pieces, but I do have a, I use the two-string method I made yesterday. And so you can see I have moved this pawn from there to there. And I can move this rook down a floor. And that moves all the rooks. But when I first tested it, the black pawn could not move the double move. The bishop could not move diagonal, and therefore the queen could not move diagonal properly. The problem was I messed up my for loop, so I was checking an area instead of the diagonal path itself. But I was able to resolve those issues, so I think for now the logic seems pretty good. So I guess for tomorrow, the main thing is I want to do the win condition and to make sprites. I'll probably make sprites first because playing without seeing the pieces is really, really hard. Let's see. It's the pawn's turn, so I will move this pawn to here. So you see it's moved there, but I can't see anything I'm doing. And then move this rook to there. Yeah, so you see it moves the future instances, so now it doesn't line up anymore. So that means I can't move this pawn, I don't think. From 14-7 to 13-7, yeah, it's not a legal move because it no longer lines up. Okay, so that's how far I've gotten in 3 days. It looks like I'm on pace to finish within my goal of 7 days. Thank you for watching, and yeah, when this is done, I'll share it with all y'all.